Okay, we're in the Blue Book, Chapter 17, Forgiveness and the Holy Relationship, Section 4, The Two Pictures, read by moi, Stephanie. And it's a pretty long and pretty deep and beautiful section. It's got about 16 chapters, 16 segments. And we might break it up into two parts. Okay, the two pictures. She knows. God established his relationship with you to make you happy. And nothing you do that does not share his purpose can be real. God established his relationship with you to make you happy. And nothing you do that does not share his purpose can be real. The purpose God ascribed to anything is its only function. Because of his reason for creating his relationship with you, which is to be happy, to make us happy, because of his reason for creating his relationship with you, the function of relationships became forever to make happy. That's the function of our relationships, and nothing else. To fulfill this function, you relate to your creations as God to his, for nothing God created is apart from happiness, and nothing God created but would extend happiness as its creator did. Whatever does not fulfill this function to extend happiness cannot be real. In this world, it is impossible to create, yet it is possible to make happy. I have said repeatedly that the Holy Spirit would not deprive you of your special relationships, but would transform them. And all that is meant by that is that he will restore to them the function given them by God, which is to make us happy. The function I have given to them, my relationships, he says, is clearly not to make happy. But the holy relationship shares God's purpose, rather than aiming to make a substitute for it. Every special relationship you have made is a substitute for God's will and glorifies yours instead of his because of the illusion that they are different. I have an illusion in my mind that I think my will and God's will are separate. And I would use relationships different than how the Creator would use relationships. What the Creator has created relationships for is the same purpose that he created the relationship he has with me, which is to make me happy. But I got a different will while I'm here believing that I'm the ego. Okay. You have made very real relationships even in this world, yet you do not recognize them because you have raised their substitute to such predominance that when truth calls to you, as it does constantly, you answer with a substitute. Every special relationship you have made has, as its fundamental purpose, the aim of occupying your mind so completely that you will not hear the call of truth. So it's like being obsessed, with some kind of relationship, whether if it's the romantic love affair, the soulmate twin flame, maybe it's your job, maybe it's your body, maybe it's food, maybe it's shopping, some form of addiction, some habit that you have formed a relationship with that occupies our mind in an obsessive way that we will not hear the call of truth. Section 4. In a sense, the special relationship was the ego's answer to the creation of the Holy Spirit, who was God's answer to the separation. For although the ego did not understand what had been created, the Holy Spirit, it was aware of threat. The whole defense system the ego evolved to protect the separation from the Holy Spirit was in response to the gift with which God blessed it, and by his blessing enabled it to be healed. This blessing holds within itself the truth about everything. Okay, so the Holy Spirit, which is a blessing God has put inside of us to return us to the truth, to heal our minds, he says this blessing holds within itself the truth about everything. And the truth is that the Holy Spirit is in close relationship with you, because in him, the Holy Spirit, is your relationship with God restored to you. Wow. The relationship with him, the Holy Spirit, has never been broken, because the Holy Spirit has not been separate from anyone since the separation. And through him, the Holy Spirit, have all your holy relationships been carefully preserved to serve God's purpose for you. Section 5. The ego is always alert to threat. And part of your mind, and the part of your mind into which the ego was accepted, is very anxious to preserve its reason as it sees it. It does not realize, the ego, that it is totally insane. As you must realize just what this means if you would be restored to sanity. The insane protect their thought systems, but they do so insanely. And all their defenses are as insane as what they are supposed to protect. The separation has nothing in it. This dimension that we're experiencing, this reality, this matrix that we're living in, this separation, of course defines it as the separation, has nothing in it, no part, no reason, and no attribute that is not insane. Wow. And its protection, the defense of this insane egoic thought system, and its protection is part of it, as insane as the whole. The special relationship, the special partner, special love relationship, romantic relationship, whatever you want to call it, the special relationship, which is its chief defense of the ego's insane thought system, must therefore be insane. You have but little difficulty now in realizing that the thought system the special relationship protects is but a system of delusions. You recognize, at least in general terms, that the ego is insane. Yet the special relationship still seems to you somehow to be different. Yet we have looked at it far closer than we have at many other aspects of the ego's thought system that you have been more willing to let go. While this one remains, this desire for the special relationship, while this one remains, you will not let the others go. For this one is not different. Retain this one, the desire for the special relationship, retain this one, and you have retained the whole.